Ladies and gentlemen, now a couple of bits of news today. One, I'm not too sure whether or not it's an April Fool's joke or not, but apparently next Thursday, I don't know why next Thursday is the date shown here, but we're going to get the Final Boss Taizo costume. And judging by the fact that they've actually made the icons and they've got the costume in game, I assume this is legitimate, but I really have no idea. But why just Final Boss Taizo? Where's Twiggo as well, man? Because that Twiggo Final Boss costume, man, was absolutely amazing. So I'd love a way to get that in the future as well. But also one thing is tomorrow, make sure you log in, because every single player on Global is going to get 10 gems and 3 stamina potions. And this is due to a bit of a drama situation between Netmarble and some of the top guilds in the game, man. I'm actually involved in this situation, and it's been a massive pain and headache behind the scenes. So basically, this is in relation to guild wars in 7th Edison's Grand Cross, and only affects the top 40 knighthoods in the game. So again, it's a very niche and restricted mode of gameplay at the moment, but again, they are making it more accessible in the future. One of the goals in the next few months is to release some Guild Wars to every single player that is ungeared instead of the current geared version, because Geared Wars is absolute hell unless you're a mega whale, man, because you need 32 geared sets, you need to sort out 5 really good defense teams as well. Yeah, it's a lot of investment, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. So what happened with Guild Wars is, with the last update that they did 2 weeks ago with the release of Assault Mode Meliodas, they added in a new seeding system, which basically means if you win your bracket in the previous Guild Wars, you auto qualify for the next Guild Wars. And the way that you qualify for Guild Wars in the first place is via placing in the top 40 knighthoods in the knighthood boss, and that is absolute hell if you want to get in the top 40, man. It's like doing 3 near perfect final boss runs on all 3 of the difficulties, and there's a lot of very sweaty try-hard strategies on each difficulty, and pretty much every single boss involving Dairy Area as well. So yeah, it's a massive pain, and also a huge incentive to perform very well in Guild Wars. However, with having this feature come into effect, we inquired whether or not, we'd also qualify, because in Zenith, we haven't lost any Guild Wars so far. So just before this feature was added, we placed #1 in Guild Wars right at the top. So it means if the feature was in place, we'd automatically qualify for the next one. So we messaged Netmarble whether or not to find out if we were going to automatically qualify there, and the response that we got back was, thanks for contacting us regarding your inquiry. The knighthoods that won their respective leagues will be seeded for the 329 match placements. And again, we sent a few of these emails even before the 30th as well, to customer support, just to see whether or not we're actually going to auto qualify, because nobody in the guild wants to do Guild Boss, man. It's super lame. And then Guild Wars comes around, we've got all these messages from customer support saying that we are, auto-included in the next season of Guild Wars. We are, in fact, seeded. And then it comes around, and we're not seeded. We're not in Guild Wars. And I also know, other guilds, Azimuth, our sister guild, Imperial Sins, and a couple of others, also had this experience as well. They contacted Netmarble support. They said, okay, you're in, you're seeded, you qualified. And then it came around, and you weren't qualified. So yeah, we're basically getting a rerun of the rewards that we got last season as well, which is really good for the top alliances that didn't qualify, and really good for my gems, because that's 70 bonus gems. But also, they're checking out compensation for the entire player base as well, just for their incorrect response and incompetence on this issue, I guess. So yeah, every player, although you're not affected if you're not on a top 40 guild, regardless, everybody is getting 10 diamonds and 3 stamina potions. So yeah, just a little nice bonus coming in your inbox tomorrow if you didn't already know about that. But yeah, enjoy that tomorrow. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, quick news update. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please do smash that like button if you did. Thank you all very much for watching. Take care, and I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day.
You are not subscribed to the whale sin of spending? Who decided that? Subscribe now, or enjoy the bitter taste of regret.